Hello, and welcome to the Hello World Unidirectional Transmitter and Receiver code example for the LISNR Radius iOS SDK 2.0. Here I will be going through the exact same steps as this SDK document page guide that you can find via the portal. At the end of this video, you can expect to build an app just like this. So, let's get started. For setup, I'm going to be opening Xcode. The version I'm using is 15.4. Once launched, I want to create a new project, which is an app. So click on app and then hit next. This screen will pop up. This is where I'm going to be naming the project Hello World, choose the development team, and also this is where you will be setting your organization identifier, which will be creating your bundle identifier. Once all these options are selected, then hit next. After that, save the project where you want it to be stored and your project should load. Once the project is loaded, you should have a few existing Swift files. This is including ContentView and HelloWorldApp. We are going to be modifying both of these files, starting with HelloWorldApp. Copy over the code from step 5. An error may appear, but do not worry, we will address this later. Now I'm going to be modifying ContentView just as we did before with HelloWorldApp from step 5. Once again, an error may appear for ContentView, but do not worry, we will address both errors later. This app has its UI and UX now. All it needs is its final component, Radius. Right-click on the inner project folder and select New File. Select Swift file as the template for your new file. Give it an appropriate name. I'll be naming it Radius State. Next, copy over the code content from step 8 into this file. Now in this file, we want to replace the SDK token string with an actual SDK token from the LISNR portal. To create an SDK token, I've already created an app in my LISNR portal called Hello World. Under App Management, I'm going to go into SDK tokens and create one there. I need my Apple bundle ID. To find this, I'm going to go into the project and locate the bundle identifier over here. Make sure to use the same bundle ID when creating the SDK token. And just like that, I've created my SDK token. Copy this over into the SDK token placeholder in your Radius state file. We are just 2 steps away from building this app. A static message for requesting microphone permissions must be configured. Select the top project item in the project navigator on the left. Select Targets, then Info. In the Custom iOS Target Properties section, click the plus button on any existing key row and type the following: Privacy Microphone Usage Description. For the value, add in a string to represent the message users should see when microphone permissions are requested. For example, I'm going to be putting in access to the microphone is required for receiving LISNR radius tones. The last final thing we're going to be doing is addressing this issue. To do this, follow step 10 in the document guide. We are going to be adding the Radius SDK. Click on this link and it will take you directly to the Add Radius to Existing Application document guide. To download the Radius iOS SDK, I'm going to be heading into the portal, into Developer Resources, and downloading the SDK from this page. Once downloaded, navigate to where the Radius.exe framework lives. It is recommended to copy the folder into the project's folder structure for ease of use. In the project's general, go to Frameworks, Libraries, and Embedded Content. Click on the plus button. Click the Add Other dropdown and select Add Files. Navigate to where the Radius.exe framework lives. Then I'm going to click Open. Verify over here that Embed and Sign are selected. In the project's build settings, go to Framework Search Paths and add the absolute path to the Radius.exe framework folder. You have now integrated the Radius SDK into your application. As you can see, the errors that were once there in red are now resolved. You are now ready to build this app on a device. When you build and run the app on a physical device, it should look like this. Way to go! You have now successfully built our Hello World Unidirectional Transmitter and Receiver app using the LISNR Radius iOS SDK 2.0. Thanks for watching!